What if everything you believe about good and evil was reversed? What if light didn't win? What if the story ended differently? What if the devil won? Imagine waking up in a world where darkness wasn't something you ran from, it was something you lived in. Are you still listening? Good, because this world is closer than you think. For as long as humans have told stories, we've believed in one simple truth. Good triumphs over evil. Whether you call it God and the devil, light and darkness, order and chaos, the pattern is the same. Good wins, evil loses. But why? Is it because that's the truth? Or because we need it to be true? Now imagine we flip the script, not as a religious statement, but as a thought experiment, a psychological, philosophical, and cosmic exploration. What would you do if evil, chaos, and temptation ruled the universe? What happens the moment darkness wins? Asterisk, asterisk. Imagine an ancient battle, a battle of will, purpose, and existence itself. And imagine at the final moment, light flickers, weakens, dies. The world doesn't explode. It doesn't burst into fire. No, darkness wins quietly, silently, effortlessly, like a shadow slipping over an entire planet. And the first thing you'd notice isn't fire, but freedom. Freedom with no rules, no morality, no accountability. Sounds tempting? Hold that thought, because here's where the world begins to fracture. What does humanity become when nothing stops us anymore? A world without moral gravity. Morality works like gravity. You don't see it, but without it, everything drifts apart. In a world where darkness rules, morality collapses. Not instantly, slowly, like rust-eating metal. People start choosing desire over discipline, impulse over purpose, power over compassion. The strong rise, the weak break. Manipulation becomes a language. Fear becomes a currency. Not because the devil forces it, but because he doesn't stop it. No more barriers to greed, no more guilt, no more conscience. A world where darkness won is a world where humans lose themselves. But what happens to society when truth itself becomes optional? The fall of order. Think about our world today. Laws, empathy, justice, trust, all fragile systems, all held together by invisible threads. Now imagine those threads snap. Governments crumble first. Without shared values, power becomes a battlefield. Technology becomes a weapon. Corporations become kingdoms. Leaders don't protect, they conquer. Science doesn't stop, but its purpose shifts. No longer improving life, but dominating it. Humanity evolves, but not upward, outward, into something colder, hungrier, more instinct-driven. But what about the planet itself? What does a world ruled by chaos look like physically? A planet in rebellion. In this alternate world, nature mirrors humanity. Skies grow dimmer, not because of magic, but because humans stop caring. Forests vanish, oceans darken. Animals adapt or disappear. Civilization becomes a labyrinth of neon cities, each one buzzing with temptation and surveillance. Trust, gone. Hope, rare. Joy, bought. And something else begins to change. The human spirit. People begin to feel permanently empty, like something essential is missing, and they can't explain what, because they've forgotten what goodness feels like. But here's the twist you didn't expect. Darkness winning doesn't make people powerful. It makes them prisoners. What is a world without light? Asterisk, asterisk, maybe the real victory of evil isn't destruction. It's distraction. A world where darkness wins, I see a world full of monsters. It has a world full of people who stop caring. Because here's the truth. Light doesn't make life easy. It makes life meaningful. Goodness, compassion, forgiveness, these things aren't weaknesses. They're the only things that pull us upward. Maybe we take that for granted. Maybe we assume goodness is permanent, something that will always return. But what if it didn't? What would you hold on to if everything pure disappeared? What if evil won, but it didn't end the story? Here's the final twist. Even in a world where darkness wins, light doesn't die. It hides, it waits. It survives through tiny sparks, the last people who remember what goodness feels like, a child sharing food, a stranger helping another, a sacrifice made for someone who can't repay it. In the darkest reality imaginable, light becomes rare, but also unbreakable. And that leads to one final question. If darkness won today, which side would you choose tomorrow? And what if, instead of asking what happens when evil wins, we asked, what if you could tip the balance? Because next time, we're exploring a world where humans don't just fight darkness, they control it. What if humans could command supernatural power? What would you do with it until then? Now imagine if that happened tomorrow. Would you survive? Like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. What do you think would happen if darkness won? Even for one day?